tuning in once again. This is hashtag Just Saying. This has been the kind of week. I'm not in frame, but this has been the kind of week.
See, it's that kind of week. For her.
Like I was driving to work the other day, and I'm like, man, I know I joke about it, but I would have been all right going into a coma. I mean, this was my coma week.
There you go. That sounds better.
Yeah. Well.
You sound closer now.
Yeah, am I? It's just a shit week. So.
Well, it's over.
It is. It is. Okay. Now let's unpack everything. Because we need to. So, my stove is dying. It's dying a gentleman's death.
I'd say shoot it, but it's a gas stove.
It's dying a gentleman's death. It is trying. It's trying.
I think you went and got a new one.
Yes. Last weekend, we went out because the stove was dying, and we bought a new stove. It's gas, which we had gas prior.
4 to 6 week plan?
What?
Are you on a 4 to 6 week plan for it to get here?
No. It's coming. I believe it will be delivered Sunday.
Hopefully.
We bought it last Saturday. Okay, so let me tell you the adventure behind that. So we go into a couple stores. We end up in one of the big box hardware type stores, and the gentleman helping us had an English accent. Excuse me. So Jay looks at me and the English accent, you could I think it's interesting because it's sort of like the American accent where you can almost tell where people are from. Like you could tell the Manchester accent,
Boston.
the Liverpool accent, a Boston accent.
Boston.
A Southern accent. And you know the South Carolinian Southern accent is far better, I think, than the Florida accent, because the Florida accent is just like Southern at least sounds like the South Carolina Southern is at least like, oh, it is hot on the porch today.
I reckon so.
Yeah. Would you like some mint julep? I mean, like, let's go to church. Like, they're all that would make me laugh.
Amen.
Yeah, the amen tour. Let's do it. So, Jay leans over at me and goes, where's he from? And I was like, aside from England, I can't tell. Right? So the guy came back and he was ringing us out, and Jay decided to ask him. He said, where are you from? And he was from the Oxford area. So immediately my brain is like, oh, like the dictionary. Love your words. Hey, big fan of words. Thanks.
We use them a lot.
We do. So, then Jay decides to try to talk to this guy. Now, I worked retail for quite a number of years, and I know you way too long. Way too long. I don't have...
Damn early years.
I don't have the personality for customer service. I really don't. I don't like people. I don't know how else to say that.
We try it now. We'll sound like Janine on Ghostbusters. What do you want?
What do you want? Something's gonna happen. So this excuse me, Jay decides to have a conversation with this guy, and I had already completed my transaction. The stove has been bought. This guy has no more, what would you call that? The social contract with this gentleman is done. Our transaction is over. He has other people to help.
Right.
And Jay is talking to him. And I'm like, I'm walking away. Because I'm like, perhaps he'll get the hint. Oh no, And he decides to talk to him.
I'll be in the car.
He decides to talk to him, and this will tie into a story I'm going to tell you soon. But he decides to talk to him about that show that I love called Inside Number 9. And he goes, oh, have you ever watched that Inside Number 9 show? I mean, the guy's been in America for 25 years. Right? So the guy goes, no. And he goes, oh, it has those guys from that other show. And then he's yelling at me from, 4 hours away. He's like, Tara, what's the name of that other show that Reese and Steve were on? I'm like, League of Gentlemen, leave him alone. And that's exactly how I said it. And he's like, oh, okay. So Jay finally caught up to me, and he goes, well, I was just talking to him about that. And I said, I understand. I said, but number one, he's been in this country for a long time. He's probably lost touch with
his roots.
British viewing. I said, or he doesn't care. I said, and I can't stress enough, he's working, and I'm sure he had other people to help. Matter of fact, I'm sure of it because he told someone while he was ringing me up, I'll be right with you. So it's like, I was just like, you know what, Jay, I remember being in retail and having 100 people wait for you to do something, and it's like you're trying to get through the next person. And that's tough to do and be polite. It's like, can you move on, please? It's like that when you're behind the older person in the supermarket line and you just go, oh God, because they're going to have a conversation with the cashier because it's probably the only conversation they have all day.
Similar thing I get.
Yeah.
It's when you go into like a 7-Eleven or something.
Mm-hmm.
All you want to do is buy this one thing.
Yeah.
And the person that's up there is buying 5 of these scratch tickets, 4 of these scratch tickets, 5 of those, 6 of those, 3 of those.
My knee popped. I hope you heard it on audio. That was awful. But yes, I hate the scratch ticket people too.
Or the other ones that, give me 5 quick picks and 4 of these ones and 6 of those, and I'll take 4 number 3s and 10 number 2s. And
I have said often there should be a separate line for the lottery people.
There used to be, right?
I don't know.
I feel like there used to be.
Oh, just come on in. Oh, no, she left. She's like, what, am I invited? No. The dog, she's like, oh, forget it.
You stand there with like a thing of milk or a soda or something. And
container of milk, stick of butter,
loaf of bread. That's all you want to get, but you're going to wait 5 minutes at least for this person to get like $200 worth of scratch shit.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, you're not going to win. You'll be lucky to get $20 out of that.
Wow. You sit there going, you're not going to win. I sit there going, hope you lose. I hope you lose everything.
I recently watched a video of Ellie Beast.
Yeah.
And him and his girl spent, I think it was like $500 on the whole book of scratch cards.
Yeah.
All the same ones. They're all $20 ones.
Yeah.
Now, normally what you end up seeing over time is the more you pay for the card, like the $10 ones, the $20 ones, you tend to win more or better.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Well, he had a whole stack of these things, all $20 ones. Spent about $500 and he only got $190 back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was
That
the
sucks.
fool. He was the fool who bought them. It's ridiculous. I don't know. People think they're gonna it's that get rich quick thing. It's like, oh, well, I don't want to put any work into this. I just want to see if I win. It's like when the lottery gets to, like mass millions and stuff, and it gets up to a certain amount, and I'll get a text or whatever from my sister or my parents like, oh, you gonna play? You gonna play the jackpot? No. Well, why? It's like $5 million. Okay, and after taxes, I'll have $1 million. Okay, and that's still great, but the odds of winning I'm really just contributing to the other person's $1 million because I'm not gonna fucking win. And if it wasn't for that, he'd have 995,000. So F that guy.
The state's usually the one that wins better.
Oh yeah, the state makes out great.
Mm-hmm.
They love lotteries.
Mm-hmm.
And casinos and shit. They make a ton of money. So, anyway, I ended up buying a stove. Oh, so also in this adventure, last weekend was Father's Day.
Yep.
So I had... Oh!
I heard
Did
that
you hear that one?
Yeah.
Oh!
I didn't even see you move.
Oh, that was a bad one. That was a
Damn.
bad one. Yeah. Oof. I suffer. That's all I'm saying. So it's so bad. I'll be laying in bed and I'll just be like, because I lay on my side, and then it's like my knee will feel weird, and I'll just move it a little bit. It's like, Bob. Like, oh. I'm waiting one day to just have that where it just breaks like through the skin, like. It's like, oh no.
That's my knee.
Yeah. My knees. So it was Father's Day, so I had the incredibly difficult task of trying to find something for my dad as well. Oh my gosh. He's a difficult man to buy for.
Usually mine is too, but mine was easy this year.
Was it? Oh, what'd you do? Anything?
He's been looking for, well, my parents, their health hasn't been that great lately.
Yeah.
And they're pushing 80.
Mm-hmm.
They're still good for their age, but right now
It's still good.
they're having up and down days.
Yeah.
They can't really get out and get to the stores, and he's been wearing those slip-on sneakers that don't have any laces.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got him 2 different pairs of those,
Hmm.
and I always give him a gift card to Lowe's because he's there like almost every day. He says.
Yeah.
So that was kind of easy.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you had an easy time of it. Jesus. I mean, he doesn't need clothes, and I could get him he used to be a really big reader. He doesn't really sit and read books anymore. And I'm texting people looking for, what do you think? Yeah, I got nothing.
I would have just said, just get a Visa or Master gift card. You can use it anywhere.
I don't know. That's a little, I don't know. So.
Go get something.
So here's the thing, right? Is he works outdoors, and in doing so, through the course of the summer, develops a very envious tan. I mean, and we'll be at dinner because I sit kind of right near him. He'll put out his arm to me and go, "Whoa." He's like, "What do you just stay in all the time?" No, Dad, I leave the house. I'm just not outside as much as you.
Mm-hmm.
And or I'll go over this weekend, and we'll get to that in a minute. When I get there Sunday, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, look, I was outside. Look." I have to. This ties back in with the other story. So hang on. Let me. I gotta put a pin in that because people get angry. I've gotten messages from people that are angry when I don't finish a story. So I have to. Let me just finish one thing and then we'll move on to the other thing. So I thought, and my mom gets really, really nervous because he says he puts on stuff for the sun, right? But she's like, "You're gonna get skin cancer," because he just it's bad. So I got him this thing that it's almost like those masks skiers would wear. Mm-hmm. It can go up to here if he wanted it to. And it can cover your head if you want it. I mean, he wears a hat, so that's kind of pointless. But it goes around the neck.
So he almost looks like a ninja.
Ooh. Can you imagine that? Out in the fields looking like a ninja? Holy shit. That would be so badass.
That'd be dope.
I think people would come for miles around to see the field ninjas. Yeah. So, I don't know why I'm doing karate shit, but
Ninja.
I don't know. Well, ninjas.
Martial arts.
Well, don't ninjas just have swords? I don't know what ninjas do.
Swords, the little star things, and
I don't know what ninjas
nunchucks.
do. They're too quick.
Oh, I don't know what today's ninjas. I go back to like the 1980s and 90s ninjas that I used to watch.
I don't know the ninjas of today.
They had swords, they had the little throwing stars, they had the nunchucks.
Nunchucks. I love those videos of the people who they think they fly with the nunchucks and then they bop themselves in the forehead and like forget their name for an hour. So anyway, so I bought him this thing. It's supposed to keep your neck cool and stuff. And I looked at Jay as I was buying it. I looked at Jay and my knee. I looked at Jay and I said, I don't think he's gonna use this. I was like, but at least I'm trying. I was like, my mom will be happy I've at least tried to help. It's a helpful gift. At least that's what I thought. So
Found something.
yeah. So then we get home and the real battle begins because I and Jay to a lesser extent have to find a plumber. We have to find a plumber because despite what Kelly thinks, you cannot just unhook a gas stove and just be like, well, and just hook up another one.
Right.
And I had asked the guy at Lowe's, Captain Oxford, I was like, listen, are they going to unhook and hook the new one back up? He goes, no, we don't have people to do that. I'm like, oh, seriously? So I got to find somebody? So I have to find somebody to come unhook the stove before the new stove comes, because when the stove comes, they're taking the old one away, right? Then find somebody to come back and hook the new one up. Yes, it's as annoying as it sounds, right? And it's especially annoying because everybody I contact doesn't want to work. Right?
You have that problem with landscapers.
I do have that problem with landscapers. I'm trying to adjust the sound.
Jerks.
I do have that problem with landscapers. And yes, they are jerks. I had...
they're dumb.
Yes. A couple of years ago, my mower broke. So I couldn't get my lawn mowed. So I was trying to get somebody in to mow the lawn. I got as far as people would come and give me an estimate. And I'd be like, cool, man, when can we start doing this? They're like, oh, I'll be here on like Tuesday. Tuesday comes and goes. I don't see anybody. And my lawn still sucks. So...
I'm sorry, something suddenly came up. I'll be there next week.
I went through a whole summer of that. And I just went, I can't do this. So we started the search for a plumber Monday. We called the guy that we used to use, and he wasn't calling anybody back.
You're a jerk.
My friend Tina has a guy. I called her because I couldn't remember his name. She sent me that. Called him. It took 2 days and 2 phone calls to get a hold of this guy. And finally he was like, yeah, I can't do it. Ow. Then I decided, because occasionally Facebook can be useful, so I went to my town page, and I said, anybody recommend a plumber? Because this is what I need. I need someone to come before Sunday, unhook the stove, and then come back at the beginning of the week to rehook the new one. Right? So I'm getting all these recommendations, and I'm emailing people. I'm not getting anything.
The hell, people.
And it's not like I'm like, hey, in exchange for you, doing the stove, I'm going to give you a cookie and jiggle your balls. I never said. I'm offering to pay you actual money. I'm not going to fondle you. I'm giving you money.
Well, that's a bonus. If we get you here, then okay.
I mean, if it gets you to return the phone call, then yes. We'll do some juggling, but I love... Yeah, we can do the circus. We'll do the circus theme. I'm not dressing up like a clown, though. If you want that, you gotta you gotta dress up as the clown. So, no, clowns freak me out. Don't do that. I won't let you in. Anyway, I'm not like scared of them. They just freak me out a little bit. They make me uncomfortable. Snakes freak me out.
Pete!
Oh, fuck Pete. I gotta, so, finally, what was that? Thursday. So yesterday, we finally got somebody. This was the second guy my friend Tina had recommended, and she had only used once. I hear Jay out there. And she had only used once, but she was like, hey, he was pretty good. He's the only person who not only has called back, but has made an appointment. Supposedly he's coming Saturday.
Nice. Allegedly.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, friendo. So Saturday. Now, last week, at the top of the show, I had told everybody that I was going to have an evening free, and it got kind of shit because Jay's car broke down. So that ruined my free evening. Now, Jay is going to be, has volunteered to help out at a radio station in Attleboro, Massachusetts. So I was like, oh shit, I'm going to have Saturday morning to myself.
Yay! Woo!
Yeah. Now, instead of
Oh, shit.
me being able to do what I want to do, I have to wait for the plumber because the time that Jay is gone is the possible window this guy's going to show up.
8 to 12?
It's like 9 to
1?
11 or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. So I just told Jay, I'm like, you know what? I can't win. Every time I think I'm going to have 5 minutes alone, I don't have it. So I said, well, you know, since my day's shot, I was like, and the lawn's starting to look like Indiana Jones is going to come out. Going to come out with the ark. I was like, I'll mow the lawn because that needs to happen. I said, so I'm either going to mow the lawn while I'm waiting for this guy, or wait, if he comes early enough, I'll wait, and then when he's done, I'll mow the lawn. But, and then Sunday I can be proud and say, hey, Dad, look, I was outside, I mowed the lawn, look.
Look, I'm burnt.
Yeah. Look, I'm in...
You get burnt before you get tan.
I do, I burn and then I tan. It's ridiculous. Now this last story that I have.
Can I just make one point before you do?
You absolutely can.
I just want to let everybody out there know.
Uh-oh.
The reason why I got Michael Jackson glove on right now is today is the anniversary of his passing from 2009.
Okay.
So that's why I'm wearing this now. In memory of Michael.
Fair enough. I thought it was just because it was Friday.
Nope.
So.
They're all probably out there. Why the hell is he wearing a Michael Jackson glove?
Maybe.
Anniversary of his passing.
You know, if the audio folks wonder what's happening, we record the first 30 or 40 minutes and post that up on YouTube in video form. And for the video folks, you can listen to the entire show on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play,
Wait, time.
or whatever it's called, Anchor,
Drop your anchor, listen.
Spotify,
Look for us and spot us.
and Audible.
We hear you, baby.
Now, last week, you and I sat here for like, I don't know, 20 minutes because there's something happened with the Audible upload. And I had found out, and I'm telling it now, Audible takes 24 hours. So if you want to listen on Audible, you have to wait until Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I figured that out. I was sitting there going, why? What is happening? And there was a whole thing, and anyway. So Audible takes 24 hours. So you'll have it on Saturday if that's the way you want to listen.
If you want to listen sooner, check out the others.
Yeah, I mean, we gave you. It's and you know what? It's probably on a ton of places we haven't even listed.
I would love to know if we're on other places than that.
I mean, this is...
Anybody knows, let us know. Shit.
If you know, tell me.
We're curious.
So this is the... I did a silly thing. I would say I did a dumb thing. Well, I don't know if I could call it a dumb thing. I did something. Oh. I'm sweating. Okay.
You say what it is, you're gonna get noticed. She didn't finish what she was gonna say.
No. I am gonna tell. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell this story, and then we're gonna do what we always do. So, here's the thing, right? I've mentioned before, and even in this episode, how much I love the show Inside Number 9. It's a great show. I love it. My favorite show. Now, on Twitter, I follow the creators / writers / actors of the show. Many hats they wear. So they had tweeted out that in October there will be a live. I have to pop my knee again. Oh, there it is. That was a little one. There'll be a live. Somebody had written, with their permission and their help, had written an insider guide to Inside Number 9, and it has all these stories and behind the scenes things. And I said, oh, that's a cool sounding book. I'll probably get it. And for the book launch, they are doing this. Supposedly it's a Q&A. I hope it's not. And they're just going to tell stories and things like that. And I sat there and I texted it to Jay. And I said, Reese and Steve, those are the guys. I said, they're going to be doing a live Q&A. And he goes, oh, that sounds awesome. And I said, it really does. And he goes, we should go. And I went, how? How would we do that? And he goes, I don't know, but we should go. I was like, there's no way. It can't happen. So he goes, okay. So I was kind of bummed because I was like, I fucking miss everything. I miss everything good. Because I'm on the wrong side of the pond. So,
because of COVID, I've been missing a lot of good too.
I know.
Comic-Cons.
Oh, Comic-Con's coming back. Ooh. Let's talk about that next week because they've been announcing guests.
Oh.
Yeah. Rhode Island so far doesn't have anybody that's making me shake my tail. But but Boston is like, they're coming in strong, Boston is. They're like,
Boston strong.
I guess, yeah. So, anyway, I spent a couple of days bummed out about it. And then, Jay... I was like, what?
We can't see.
It's just... I don't want to say it like that, but Jay had a friend who just... he was just found dead in his house. They don't know why. They don't know how. He was just dropped dead. And Jay and I were talking.
It wasn't Fred, was it?
No.
It was a movie?
It was Mike.
All right.
And he was 63. But as far as anyone knew, in good health. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And, it sucks. And Jay's like keeping an eye out for the funeral thing and all that. But anyway, I just said, you know what? You drop dead before you know it. And it's like that Homer Simpson quote, one day you could wake up dead. And I said, you know what? I brought it back up to Jay. I was like, I really want to do this thing. I was like, but there's so much in the way of it. And he goes, all right, well, what's the first thing in the way? And I said, the dog. I can't go anywhere. We have the dog. We normally drive places if we go on vacation. We have to take her with us. I don't have really anybody who can hang out at the house with her. It's just tough. So Jay said, well, and she's complicated also. She's a fear biter. She doesn't like people she doesn't know. She's not aggressive per se. It's just that I would be afraid to put her in a boarding thing because strangers and
Stranger danger.
Yeah, that would be a tense environment for her. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I can't do that to her, and she's 11. So she's getting old. She's old and cranky, and she just wants to sleep, and god damn it, I respect that.
So do we.
Yes! She just wants to nap, and I want a nap, and... It's just napping. So So, Jay suggested, what about Nikki, my niece, Nikki?
Okay.
She was on the 200th episode. She's done a couple of explores with us. She's a very responsible individual. And I said, well, I would trust Nikki to stay here with her. And he goes, we should ask. And I was like,
And she's a magnet for spirit.
There are no spirits in my house, Sean. So, but here's the thing. It's like Nikki's busy. I mean,
Nikki's busy.
She's busy. I mean, she has a life. I mean, she's got things she does, and she hangs out with people, and blah blah blah. And she does knife throwing. Yes, Sean's face. Eyebrow up. Yeah, she has a knife collection, and she throws. And from what I understand, she's pretty good at hitting the target, and she's gotten into axe throwing.
I'm glad I'm on her good side.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh yeah. Puncture wounds. So, and it's too funny. After she's been throwing for a while, she brings the knives to my dad, and he sharpens them for her. She's like, "Sharpen my knives. I was throwing at trees." Anyway, so I said, "Well, Nikki's busy. She's got stuff she does.
She's busy.
Yeah, she's a young person. So, you know, I remember when I was that age. It's like I was in and out.
Well, 20 years or so, she's gonna be like us.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna want naps.
Well, here's the thing, right? So Jay goes, well, I'm going to text her. And he included me in the text. So I said, well, you know, if she says yes. I said, if she says yes, I mean, she is the deciding factor of the whole thing. I said, if she says no, we can't go. If she says yes, we can go, I think. Right? So I said, you know, I was going to pay her for her time. So I got CC'd in the group text. I am not a big fan of group texting.
I hate them.
Oh God. So I said, since I've been included in this text, Nikki, let me just say, I mean, I will be happy to
compensate you.
Yeah, I was like, I'll be happy to toss some money your way for staying with her, because if you don't watch her, we can't go. So I mean, Nikki's also very courteous in that if she's with you, she doesn't look at any of her phone. She has an Apple Watch. She won't look at anything. So we were waiting like, I don't know, an hour. And I looked at Jay and I was like, we might be waiting half the day. I was like, because if she's out with somebody, she's never going to look at her phone. Mm-hmm. So he goes, yeah, okay. So, I mean, I think it was like around 5 o'clock, she texted back and she goes, I would love to dog sit Daisy. And I was like,
nice.
Oh, shit. And then I looked at Jay and I was like, fuck, that means we have to go.
Yay! Oh.
Yes! No! Stop. So I went, oh, shit. So I said, yeah, it's great. And then she's like, I hope, you know, Daisy likes me. And I was like, Daisy is fine. I was like, she just likes to nap. She wants to nap and eat. And Nikki writes me back and she goes, well, you know I'm narcoleptic, so we're napping together. And I was like, straight, right up your alley then. And she's like, oh, she said something and she's like, oh, I'm going to pamper her. She'll be so spoiled. And I was like, she's spoiled now. That's why I can't put her somewhere. Oh, she's spoiled as hell.
Since we were talking about Nikki. When he left out.
Yeah.
Hi, Kelly.
No. Actually, it's her brother Enzo's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Enzo.
Yeah.
Pass it on.
I texted him this morning and he was like, oh, thank you. So it was funny too. He did the old school smile face, you know, with the colon and the parentheses. No. I was like, wow, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Classic.
Couldn't just hit me with the emoji, huh? All right.
Too much.
So Nikki said yes. So now...
Thank you, Nikki.
The next obstacle was getting tickets to the event. Right? We found out that Nikki would do it the day before tickets were going on sale. Now, tickets were going on sale 10 a.m. English time.
They're like 7 hours ahead.
5.
Oh. I thought it was like 7.
It's 5. So, if I wanted to get tickets right when they went on sale, I was going to have to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah. Or just before 5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
A 4:45, so you got some time to get those cobwebs out and get the computer on and get ready.
So, guess what time Tara got up this morning? 5 a.m.
Oh, 5.
No, I got up at 5. I mean...
Did you get them?
I got tickets.
Woo!
I got tickets. We're about 8 rows in.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm very, very nervous. So I got the tickets and I screenshot. I sent to Jay. I was like, we have tickets. And he went, holy shit. And I was like, I know. And he goes, I think this is really happening. And I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
It will when you head to the airport.
Well, I mean, it's... Right? There are so many more obstacles in the way of this. Ireland is not open yet. There is still not a full lockdown, but they have a lot of travel restrictions. So I was talking to Jay and I said,
I think they're still wearing masks too.
I don't care about that. A matter of fact, I probably, even if it's happening in October, and I said, even in October, I would probably still wear a mask. I'll probably still wear a mask here. I don't care. I'm not getting sick. I mean, and I don't want to get...
I still do going in the stores.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Oh, yeah. So I'm the only one who wears a mask at work. And that pisses me off. Because I'm like, I thought we were all masking up. What's up?
Nope. That one day, everyone was like, fuck it.
I know.
No more.
Caution of the wind. So, anyways. So, England is not fully open to travel yet. Which means now I get to sit here and stress about how open the UK will be come October. Because they have a quarantine thing. If you travel in from, say, the United States, you have to quarantine for 10 days. Oh, yeah.
So you have to go there 10 days before the event.
Well, I mean, and this is... I told Jay, I'm like, you and I are going to have to sit down this weekend and we're going to have to figure this out. Because there's a couple of hotels that are near the venue that are good price. And I said, I don't want the hotels to fill up and we have to be, like, across town. I prefer to be in walking distance or black cab, if possible. And he's like, yeah, me too. So it's just that now I'm just stressed about the restrictions. So I don't know. And then it's like they want a COVID test right now. They want a COVID test before you come. And then you have to get one before you leave. Excuse me. And I'm like,
as you cough it.
I know. Bleh. Bleh. And I'm just like, oh my God. So, I mean, I was just looking at Jay and I'm like, there's so much to this. It's not as simple as, like, let's hop in a plane and go over. I was like, I had to find a dog sitter. I had to secure the tickets. I have to hope on the travel restrictions, which if they don't open it up further, I'll be completely screwed.
No refund on the tickets?
On the venue tickets? No. But the thing is because I'm such a fucking nerd, I belong to a couple Facebook groups that are fans of the show, and I've already said I'm an American and I'm going to be traveling. And I was like, if I have any problems and I cannot attend this event, I would be happy to, I don't even know, give up my tickets. I mean, sell them at half price, whatever, to somebody in the group. It's just, I just want somebody who would enjoy the show to go. You know?
Good thing.
Yeah, and people are like, yeah, just post, let us know. And I'm like, all right.
Some were probably like, please.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Pick me!
And the tickets weren't even expensive, and there are people like, oh. I'm like, you guys don't attend stuff, do you? Because Jimmy Buffett tickets were going for over $1,000.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's coming to not Foxborough. He's coming to Great Woods, as we call it.
Yeah.
And the tickets are over $1,000 for not even front row.
What was that, 4,000?
I don't even know. But I mean, so
1,000 and be like way up in the grassy area.
yeah. No, the lawn seats are usually free because they're shit seats. But I was like, $1,000. I said he making up for the fact he couldn't tour last year, so now the tickets are like triple price. Jesus Christ.
It's like that for sporting events, like going to the Sox game or the Patriots game or something.
Oh God. So now I'm stressed about that, and I'm like, I said, and we have to make reservations, and we have to make plane accommodations, and we have to figure all this out. I said, and we have to try to, I don't know, work in the travel restrictions that may or may not be happening in 4 months. I'm just super, super stressed about it. And, well, here's the other thing. I know, whenever you guys see me look, I'm about to say something about my poor husband. So, I mean, Jay is like, oh,
the door's closed. We can't even see him.
I can't.
We just hope.
I just hope he can't hear me. So, he doesn't hear me when he's a room away. I don't know why he'd hear me here. So I'm just, he's like, oh, we should do this. We should check this out. And in my mind, I'm literally like, I'm going there for this. And I want to leave. Mm-hmm. Because...
he's already having a European vacation. Like Chevy Chase.
Holiday road. I mean, and he's like, we should check this out, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. We don't know what it's going to be happening over there.
You gotta go around that circle and say, look,
Parliament, Big Ben. Yeah. I was like, I can't, it's impossible to plan properly.
Well, if he wants that too, you gotta have to tell him, you know that overtime you don't want to do?
No, I know.
Let's take a few of those.
I know, right? But it's impossible to plan because I said, we don't know how open the country's going to be. Or they could go into another lockdown and what the fuck, right? So I was like, you can't plan on like, let's travel, let's go check out the Tower Bridge. Let's go check out Parliament, Big Ben. I was like, because you don't know.
Try to get the hotel the Griswold stayed in.
Because you don't know if you're going to be able to get anywhere near there. Uh-huh. I was like, and here's the other thing, is that I'm treating this like, literally like a popover, like, boom, I'm going there and coming back. And I'm using it as a sampler. I was like, if I like it, maybe we'll go back, and then we can do all that stuff at a later time, because hopefully the country will be more open. But I'm like, oh my goodness, I lost my own train of thought because I'm just so stressed. So, anyway, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just really stressed about it. I'm hoping that they at least lessen the restrictions for vaccinated people.
They have a few months.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I'm like, well, it's a few months away still.
Things are improving here. They should improve over there.
You would think.
Hopefully.
I don't know what they're doing wrong over there, but Jesus. So, I mean, I'm trying to be positive about it and not give myself a headache.
Too late.
Yeah. So, but I was texting Jay today and I was like, this looks like it's going to happen. I was like, and I'm freaked out. He's like, ooh, I don't know. And then he goes, can we just walk down the street going, America! USA! USA! USA!
America! Fuck yeah!
I was like, no, we cannot do that. No. We will not be doing that at all.
Just wave.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I said, I feel like I'm going to have to be super, super polite just so they won't be like, God, Americans are rude. I don't want to be the reason somebody thinks Americans are rude.
Well, if he wants to have fun, he can find one of those guards with the hat that's not allowed to smile.
Her Majesty's service, yeah.
See if
the Royal Guard.
See if you can get one to smile.
They don't smile. That's their whole shtick.
Try the Al Bundy way. When they went in that episode.
What did they do?
Al took his shoe off and put it under the guard's nose.
Oh, geez.
And then Peg's like, no, he said the Peg. I think Peg did it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no smiling, Peg. He will when I take it away.
Mm-hmm.
And then she took the shoe away and his eyes rolled up and a smile came across his face.
So it's like Jay wants to
Great
cite.
show.
I know you liked it. So it's like Jay wants to sightsee, and I'm literally like, we need to not be inside, outside, away from people, and masks, and blah blah blah.
Don't sightsee from the plane.
I know.
Take pictures.
Can I sightsee from the balcony of the hotel? Look at that.
Click.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we went a little bit long for the video, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I'm glad I didn't screw up yet. I haven't got there yet.
Woo.
Oh, wish me luck. Sean's got something to tell you. Oh, Sean.
How we got everything? She's stuck.
Yeah.
Not anymore. She got
I
it.
fixed it.
Bye-bye.
Aww.